Olaf recording cut 2 because I accidentally went live and Capcom caught me. Um, Whoops. First question got leaked over the air. I deleted the VOD. Thomas, don't get mad. All right, let's just roll into this thing. So, where did you get the name Olaf? Well, it's funny. I worked with kids for 11 years of my life, and one summer I was running camp, and I decided let's take all of our names and let's make nicknames and let's let the kids give us nicknames. The theme of the summer was kind of Disney stuff, so we were based around Disney movies. So the kids nicknamed me Olaf. That's where it came from. That's how it was. I was Olaf for the next like 6 years of my career, and I didn't mind it. If you haven't watched Frozen 1 or 2, get at it. They're great Disney movies. Hashtag ad. Disney, I'll take my paid promotion. But I love y'all, and that's how I got it. Question 2 is, how was pre-gaming brought to the table for you and why? Pre-gaming has been a long journey for me. I honestly did not want to be in the position I'm in today. I didn't want a management position at all, and things just kind of fell into place, and I'm glad I am where I am, and I'm glad things are going where they're going. But pre started for me, I was basically playing Fortnite, doing the thing that everybody was doing back then, and someone started talking about Apex. I didn't want to move. I won a winner royale game. I was kind of up there with winner royale, and then just stopped grinding. And somebody mentioned Apex again, like you have to try it. So I played Apex. I then was freaking contracted by Planispheric Gaming, and I went to North Carolina and met up with my boy Himmy, and then we went from there to South Carolina. We competed in 2 tournaments down there, got fourth one, got smacked on the other, and it was fun. It was cool. You know, I didn't make any money from the gaming org, but they paid for travel and food and housing, so it was cool. It was a great experience. It was awesome. I mean, not very many people can say that, but it's dope. It's cool. It's a good experience. After Planispheric, I was then given an opportunity to help with another org, which I just wasn't vibing with. Was like, cool, I'm outie. And then some of my boys had come over to pre, and they were talking about it. I met with Plug. It was a cool dude. And then actually Tim brought me on as a streamer for pre-gaming. In the messages, I was actually grinding for Hype Unit, and I decided that, I'd end my grind for Hype, and I'd join pre, and I'd hang out, and I'd vibe with them. From there, I just kind of laid low, was a streamer, did my thing, interacted with everybody, and then Plug reached out and asked if, I'd kind of come up, move over to Mixer, help with the Mixer team with my man Tawzy. Love you, Tawzy. Shout out to that Mixer team. We did amazing things on Mixer, and then obviously Mixer went, and I came back to Twitch. But that Mixer team was amazing. Shout out to those guys. I think we raised something like $2,500 doing a stream on Mixer. It was lit. From there on, I was kind of moved up to owner, and here I am, bam, wow. Year and a half later, I think, and we're vibing on a beat, doing pre-gaming spotlights. It's a big thing. It's cool. But I'd be nothing without any of y'all, so thank y'all very much. What is your favorite thing about the streaming community? My favorite thing about the streaming community is that everybody's different. Everybody's able to express themselves in multiple ways and do that freely. I think that a lot of people are afraid to be themselves, and streaming allows them the opportunity to do that. And one of the things I enjoy is seeing people happy and being themselves, and that's one thing that I strive for myself, is if I can just make one person happy, it feels like a success to me. So I'm happy with all that. What motivated me to start streaming and what drew me to it? Honestly, the reason I started streaming obviously was because I was like, yo, I can make some cash playing video games. Like, hell yeah, like, let's do it. Why not take my hobby and make money? And then I learned streaming is way more than a hobby and money. So that's what drew me to it. What motivates me to stay streaming is just being able to impact one person's life just makes me happy. And that's what keeps me going, is being able to impact people. I tell people all the time, stop looking at numbers, stop looking at your follower count, stop looking at your sub count, stop looking at dream views, stop looking at all that stuff. It's okay to look at your analytics and analyze yourself and try to get better and see that you're progressively moving, but it's just unhealthy to just constantly look at those things. It makes you hungry that you want more, and then when you don't get it, you starve. So it's like, just be you. Just be you. Inspire and just make that one person happy. Know that you changed one person's life, because it's going to make you feel 10 times better. Am I a dog or a cat person? 100% a dog person, but a good cat is not a bad cat, okay? I'm just a dog person. I've always been a dog person. I love dogs. I love my little boy Remy. He ain't here with me. He's upstairs in bed. I'm a dog person 100%, but honestly, there's some good cats out there. So some of you cat people don't hate me. Some of them are good, but a lot of them just they have way too different of personalities for me. It's just not my thing. Not my thing. What's my absolute biggest fear? My biggest fear is honestly leaving and not being able to say bye. And by leaving, yes, I mean death. But my biggest fear is like, basically, I guess it's kind of regretting not saying goodbye. I tried to tell my wife that I love her and goodbye every single morning. Obviously, some days you're rushing, you forget, and I text her immediately. But it's like, my biggest fear is forgetting to say that I'm thankful for everybody, for everything, and for some reason not being able to do that again. Um, that's really my biggest fear. I know it's a little deep, and I'm sorry. I guess it's just supposed to be a streamer spotlight, and I just went kind of deep. But yeah, that's it. That's me. That's Olaf. Am I a movie person or a TV series person? What's your favorite movie/TV series? I'm, I'm, I mean, I'm not really either, but I can sit through a good movie or series. Harry Potter series, fantastic. Star Wars series, eh, but good at the same time. TV series, I love them. Mandalorian was great. Right now I'm watching with my wife. We're going through the Criminal Minds series. If you haven't watched it, like the first 12 seasons are on Netflix, then done. We're on Hulu now with like 3 other series, I think, or 3 other seasons. So, um, I mean, they're both great. I guess they're all right. I don't know. I'm more of a video game person than I am a TV person, to be 100% honest. I'd rather sit and play video games than I would sit and watch a movie or watch TV, if that makes sense. Next question. What's the first game you can recall ever playing? Well, I am older than everybody. I'm not that old. I'm 30. The first game that I ever really remember playing like all the time was like Super Mario on the NES. I did play Pong on an Atari. Um, my family did have an Atari. I did have Sega Genesis. I remember playing Sonic and stuff. But I remember going to my grandparents' house, them having the NES, and putting in Duck Hunt and Super Mario and playing those with my brothers and sister, and vibing out at my grandparents' house on those. So those are really the first real good memories. My Sega Genesis was actually in my conversion van, and we went on vacations. We used to hook it up in there on like a little 10-inch TV or whatever the heck it was. It probably wasn't even 10-inch. Sat up in the top corner, and we vibed on that when we went on vacation. What's my hype song, and what gets you moving and dancing? Honestly, I can listen to anything. I don't have a crazy hype song. I love country music. My favorite artist right now is probably Thomas Rhett. All of his music just gives me chills and vibes. Yeah, they're all like love stories and stuff like that, but that's just my stuff. I love the happy, upbeat. He's a role model and an inspiration. Him and his wife are amazing, adopting and having kids. It's like a perfect family. But really, realistically, I'll dance to anything. I'll vibe to anything. Throw a couple drinks back. You got me moving. And like I said, I love Thomas Rhett, real for real. What are my top three goals to accomplish this year? Um, I do set goals for myself, but I try not to like talk about them too much. But my goals that you guys can kind of know about are like, taking Pre to that next level is a real goal of mine. I want Pre to be something positive in the community, a place where people feel welcomed. You don't need to just be a streamer, but a supporter, somebody that wants to just find a home. Being able to make Pre that kind of place, whether you're in Pre or whether you're not, you're just in the community, that's a huge goal of mine. Another goal is just to try to make sure that everybody feels welcomed. Um, I know they're kind of the same thing, but I really strive on making sure everyone knows there's a place for them and that it's okay to be different. It's okay to hurt sometimes, but really focusing on yourself and, you know, making sure you're okay is something good and you have to do. So I really strive on, making sure I check in on people and, telling them that, hey, it's okay to hurt sometimes, but it's cool. Like, you got this. You're good. One of my personal goals, I guess, is to just, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to do more on YouTube, trying to figure out YouTube a little bit, so that way I can help with YouTube side, understand it more. I'm trying to put out more content out there, figure out, the analytics on that side, so that we can take the organization to the next step and make sure on YouTube we're active as well. But I guess those are my top of kind of top three goals. I mean, they're right there with other things, but I want to make sure that those things are good because, like I said, I'm a family oriented person, and when the family eats, I eat, and that's the way that it should be, and that's the way that I feel things should go. So your guys' success is my success, and I appreciate all you for tuning in and hanging out and watching this. And I hope that everyone has a blessed day, and I can't wait to see how this turns out. If it doesn't turn out well, we're going to blame Thomas. If it turns out fantastic, we're going to blame D-Bays. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love you guys. Everybody have themselves a good night.